In the quiet hum of a Sunday afternoon, where stadium roars echo through distant screens, some souls remain untouched. They watch the world chase after fleeting victories, the painted faces, the tribal chants that bind crowds in ephemeral unity. Yet these individuals stand apart, not in disdain, but in a gentle detachment. It's a subtle freedom, this choice to let the game unfold without claiming a piece of one's heart. Sports, with their raw pull toward belonging, reveal a deeper human pattern, the instinct to tribe, to find safety in shared fervor. But what of those who resist? Their psychology whispers of inner landscapes where identity blooms beyond the scoreboard. Here, in this exploration, lies a quiet truth. Breaking free from tribal mentality isn't rebellion, but a soft return to self, where emotions flow without the anchor of collective highs and lows. Recognition stirs like dawn light filtering through curtains. It begins with a simple awareness, a moment when the cheers feel distant, almost foreign. You notice how others surrender to the rhythm of the game, their moods rising and falling with each play. Yet for you, the spectacle passes like a cloud, leaving no imprint. This emotional beginning uncovers the first layer, the subtle unease of not fitting the mold, where society's passion for sports becomes a mirror to your own quiet independence. In this space, empathy blooms, not judgment, but a compassionate nod to the human need for connection, even as you choose solitude over the crowd's embrace. Origins trace back to whispers of childhood, where playground alliances formed and dissolved. Perhaps it was a family dinner interrupted by a match, or schoolyard games that demanded sides. Root causes lie in early patterns, where tribal mentality takes shape through survival instincts, evolutionary echoes of banding together against threats. For those who don't obsess, the origins might stem from a nurturing of inner worlds, books over balls, introspection over competition. This chapter delves into the psychological soil from which detachment grows, revealing how past experiences shape a resistance to groupthink, fostering a gentle autonomy that honors personal rhythms over collective pulses. Insights emerge from the quiet corridors of the mind, where psychology and science intersect. Studies in social identity theory illuminate how sports fandom activates the brain's reward centers, much like ancient tribal bonds. Dopamine surges with victory, cortisol with defeat, binding individuals to the group. Yet for non-obsessives, neuroimaging shows a tempered response, a balanced prefrontal cortex prioritizing self-regulation over external stimuli. This layer explores the cognitive elegance of detachment, grounded in evolutionary psychology, where breaking tribal patterns reflects adaptive flexibility, allowing energy to flow toward creativity or relationships unbound by scorelines. Compassionately, it acknowledges the beauty in varied neural paths, each a poetic expression of human diversity. Conflict simmers beneath the surface, a soft tug-of-war within. Resistance arises when societal norms whisper that detachment equals isolation, that not cheering means missing joy's communal thread. Inner turmoil manifests as fleeting doubts. Am I aloof, disconnected? This psychological friction stems from the ego's fear of exclusion, clashing with the soul's quiet preference for unbound observation. Here, the narrative gently unpacks this duality, empathizing with the emotional push-pull, where tribal poles test personal boundaries, yet yield space for authentic selfhood to breathe. Realization dawns like mist lifting from a morning lake. It arrives unannounced in a moment of stillness amid the world's frenzy. You see the tribal mentality not as a flaw, but as a human echo, one you can observe without entanglement. This shift uncovers a profound layer, the quiet acceptance that freedom lies in choice, not conquest. Emotions soften, patterns clarify, sports become a canvas for others' passions while your inner world expands. Poetically, it's a gentle unfurling, where awareness transforms resistance into harmony, inviting a deeper connection to the self beyond the game's fleeting drama. Integration weaves threads of understanding into the fabric of being. Healing unfolds not through effort but surrender, a compassionate embrace of one's unique emotional landscape. As tribal mentalities fade into backdrop, space opens for richer bonds, untethered by competition. This closure reflects on the poetic wholeness. In breaking free, humanity finds its truest rhythm, where empathy flows freely and the heart rests in quiet abundance. The journey circles back, a meditative affirmation that detachment is not absence, but presence, fully alive in the subtle poetry of unchained emotions.